Tech, and that means it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. David Pollack and Jesse Palmer will join me shortly. For now, let's enjoy Enter Sandman. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Ambrose. Got the back over the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the tailback. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Let's take a moment here and talk a little Virginia Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies are on the move. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
And the Hokies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the move. Finds a little space. It's a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Now from inside the red zone. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Hokies in the hurry-up. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans in Lane Stadium. Early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snags it quickly on the left. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the single back. There he goes. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Got the first down and more. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Ambrose. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Makes the grab on 3rd. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Breaks into the open. The run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Ambrose. Throwing right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Making side adjustments here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabs it in the middle. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Love love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Lane Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football, and this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. They'll send the back in motion. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards. Make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off. Get some positive yards. Go on to the next play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go, set.
Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Ambrose. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. The inside handoff. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Ambrose. Moves around to clear up the vision. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the tight end. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Montgomery. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Gaines. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Ambrose. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Montgomery. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get the third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game. And all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to barrel in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Wants to throw. It's Ambrose. Fires to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. On the run, it's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running behind that left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. With the catch, it's Jackson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies will have it 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 11 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting anything on the board. Finds his big tight end. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Ambrose. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage. And he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Now on third down for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught near the sideline, it's Montgomery. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coming up, fourth down.
414 satellite. 414 satellite.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's picked off for the third time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the... Go make a play and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
325.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it, David. They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Hokies want to move quickly. red zone looking for a receiver. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Using his feet to buy time. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll... this drive at their own 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Hokies are on the move.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the Heat. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play.
Ready, set. Hornet. Let's go.
Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Texas A&M going quickly. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you've got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, and get out of here with the dub.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pick up for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing.